Let's walk through the creation of a Canvas quiz. I'm on my modules page, and I'm going to go to a module and deploy a quiz within a module, and in the process I'll be creating it. So here's my module. Click on the plus sign here, this button here, select quiz, new quiz. I want to put it in my correct groups here. I've already created several assignment groups on my assignments page. And we'll call this example quiz. So here's my quiz here. Okay, so here's my quiz. I'm going to click on the quiz and I'll go to edit, and it's currently published, so that's okay. So here's the rich content editor, and here's our text box, and this is where we'll type in the instructions. So I'll type in some instructions and then we'll be back. And I'm back. So as you can see, I've created some instructions here in this text area. I've added an image here just to give it a little decoration. It's purely decorative. Here's the instructions. This is a popover. You can't do this yet. You'll be able to do this in the future. But here are the instructions. So we've got that set. Now what we want to do, make sure this is a graded quiz, and you may want to do a practice quiz, but be advised, if you do a practice quiz, there will be no grades. So it's a graded quiz. I want it to be an example assignments, which is where it is. I want to shuffle answers. Give it a time limit. According to my directions here, I gave 60. In the directions for your assignment, I say 30. So let's just do 30 minutes here. And let's change this up here just to make sure. And you can't do. I won't actually add 20 questions, but okay, so allow multiple attempts. I want to allow 2 attempts, and I want the average of those 2 attempts if they decide to take it twice. And that's to prevent them from purposely taking it once to see what the questions are, to help them do better in the second attempt. So if you want to take it twice, I want them to be 2 genuine attempts. Here's the feedback. I want them to see their quiz responses, but I only want them to see it after their last attempt, and I want them to see their correct answers, but only after the last attempt. I want them to see 1 question at a time, and I'm not going to set this up because I want you to be able to see this quiz when we start. I guess we can go due date in the far future. There we go. And so to save this, I'm going to hit save to save what we've got. Let's refresh this again. I might have to take this out. I'm going to pause this. And I'm back. I had to do a little cleanup there with that popover. But you won't have to worry about because you can't do that. So lesson learned, don't add a popover to a quiz. So here I've got the instructions set. Here's the settings that I want. So now I'm going to go back to click edit. And now we're going to add our questions. So here's our questions here. And we're going to do a new question. And I want it to be a multiple choice question. Let's say, let's do an easy one. Who was the last president of the United States? Actually, I meant to say previous. First, that's what I meant. I don't know what's going on. So and we want it to be hard here, so let's do, let's see, John Adams, George Washington, and James Madison. Okay, so the correct answer is George Washington. So by default, every answer that is correct is the first answer. So you just scroll down and click this arrow and it will change. Now you can give, in terms of feedback, you can give unique answers to each answer if you want, and you can do that here, or you can give a general answer here for the correct answer, a general answer for the wrong one, or you can give a singular answer no matter what they do. I'm going to choose that option, and I'm going to type in the correct answer. Washington is the first president of the United States. Done. And now I'm going to update question. So I've got my multiple choice question there. Notice I have a point there. Let's change that. Let's change that to 2 points and hit update question. Okay, so I'm going to add some more questions here and then we'll be back. And we're back, and so I've created a few questions. Let's click on Show Question Details. It will do this for you up to 25 questions. So I have a multiple choice, a true-false, a fill-in-the-blank with 3 different available answer choices that will be accepted as correct, and an essay question, and I didn't have any response to give because I didn't want to type out a long response. So notice the points that I gave each one. So this is 2, 2, 2, 24. All you have to do to edit that is click on edit and change it here and click on update question. And I did it this way because I want my quiz to be worth 30 points. Obviously, I had to be a little wonky here with the point allocation because I only have 4 questions. So let's go back to details and notice that points 30. So I've got everything set up the way I like it. Let's go back to questions. Let's look one more time at how you select questions and create the questions. So create a new one, click on New Question, select the question that you want. By default, the first option will be the correct option, and this is a multiple choice, so I want more than 2 answer choices. So I'm going to add 2 more. So there's 4 options. Put your answers in here, your answer choices here. Scroll down and select your correct choice here. You can use these boxes to give general feedback for students on their test. This is for all the correct response choices. This one's for all the wrong ones. Or you can have a general comment for all questions. Once you, if you do that, you want to, either one of these you can do. If you do this, make sure if you type something here that you hit done so that it will keep it. Otherwise, it won't keep it. Once you've done all this and you've set your point allocation for the question here, you hit update question. Now, even after you hit update question, you can still go in and change any of the settings, or edit the question, or edit the point total, the type of question, after you save it, as long as it has not been, as long as the quiz has not been taken by a student as of yet. So let's go to details, and I think we're ready. Let's hit save. And my quiz is ready. Let's see, lock questions. Yes, I do want to do that. Lock questions after you take them. Yes, I want that. So once they see a question and they answer it, they can't go back. So there's my quiz. The instructions are here. Here's the settings that I want, and then the quiz will, here's what students will see. Let me make sure it's published, student view. And here's what a student will see. And they'll click take quiz. Once you have submitted an answer, you'll not be able to change it later. You'll not be able to preview or view the previous question. So that's the little warning it gives them. And then they'll take the quiz. So that's how you go about setting up your quiz.